Hey guys, welcome to another episode of the Golden Nuggets podcast. Hanafi here, and as usual, my main host of the show, we have Amin Bashiruddin.
Yo.
And today we're actually speaking with somebody who has a very fascinating journey, who has built a 6,000 strong sports adventure community to spearheading the digital transformation of a family steel business. Right? Welcoming to the show, we have Evelyn Chew, the founder and CEO of MOA Digital.
Yeah. Hey, hi, my name is Evelyn. I actually started out from my family business in steel manufacturing, like what Hanafi mentioned. So along the way, I kind of like found my passions and started the sports company that gathered about 6,000 community.
Okay.
And because of COVID, I pivoted my business to to video marketing agency. It's called MOA Digital Media. Yeah, mainly is because I want to help people to adapt to the new world, to the new, digital world.
Age.
Digital age, to adapt better. And along the way, I found my passions. That's why I'm here, still building it, helping more businesses to grow and be seen.
Nice. Okay. Share a bit about your childhood. Like, how was it like back then? Which part of Malaysia exactly do you grow up in? What do you study back then? And how do you eventually get started in your family business?
Wow. I was in Malay. Sorry. The first question is
Which part of Malaysia were you from?
I'm from Johor.
Oh,
Johor,
okay.
Malaysia. Yes,
Not too far.
not too far, just across the bridge. And I was very blessed that my dad has a vision that Singapore education is good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she actually transferred me during when I was 16
Okay.
to Singapore.
Okay.
Yeah, and of course, I have been through the tough period of getting to get my O levels and then go to NTU, things like that. Because I wasn't sure what I like to do, but my dad has a great vision that the future world is about sustainability, about protecting our planet.
Okay.
So he recommended me to go into measuring environmental engineering.
Oh.
Yeah, so I graduated with a bachelor degree of environmental engineering.
Environmental
nice.
engineering.
Yes.
From which school?
From NTU?
Okay.
Yeah, Nanyang
I
Technological
have
University.
not heard of such course.
Now you heard.
Again, environmental engineering.
Engineering.
Okay. What exactly do you study over there?
Well, it's a new course.
Yeah.
Yeah, that period of time.
Okay.
I will say that let's trace back to that time I was in Ngee Poly, the diploma. That period of time was the booming of new water in Singapore.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so my dad has a vision that in future there will be more innovations in terms of sustainability in Singapore and to the world lah. Then he asked me to go to study this course because I wasn't sure what do I want to do.
Yeah.
So what exactly that I studied? Water treatment,
Okay.
ecology, renewable energy, things like that. Yeah. And then after that, after I graduated, I went to I worked in a Danish company.
Okay.
Yeah, as a environmental consultant.
Oh, okay.
I got one question before we go into your background history. Just quickly, your thoughts on electric cars. But they all use battery now, right?
Yeah.
How environmentally friendly are?
Wow, this one actually is about balance, Yeah, it's about balance. I mean, as much as we I think it's a great innovations, to be honest. To use less fuel, fossil fuels, and also more environmentally clean. Yeah,
Okay.
but again, if we overproduce,
The batteries,
electric
right?
cars, like you say, batteries. A lot of people will be asking, battery is so chemical.
Yeah.
Where are we gonna dispose it?
Yeah.
And what is the treatment after that? So that's a big question mark. To be honest, my personal view is to always, to strike a balance. In terms of how the mass productions and also how we do the treatment and how we dispose. Ultimately, everything has to go back to the earth.
Okay.
Yeah, and also let the earth able to naturally dispose it, and then that's where the ecological cycle goes. Yeah, which I believe that in future is a lot about it's an ecological world.
Okay.
Okay, sorry, Ami. Yeah, now you can continue your questions.
Yeah. But when your parents actually told you to actually learn that, right? How is that related to the family business that you actually have?
To be honest, I didn't know
Okay.
until I quitted my environmental consultancy firm job to come out to start something my own.
Okay.
Then again, my mom come and told me that my dad was a bit disappointed because he invested so much money for me to study this because he hoped that one day I can contribute this aspect environmental sustainability back to my family business. Yes, because we are in the steel manufacturing business. As you know, steel manufacturing need a lot of resources, energy, heat. Yeah, so it will cause some certain aspect of environmental pollution if it's not managed properly. Yeah, so he hoped that he has a vision that everything has to go back to the earth, be good to the environment. So hoping that I can join a business to contribute this aspect, but it didn't happen.
Okay. But I mean, in hindsight, right? Like, how do you think, based on what you learn, you can actually apply in the business that he's doing? Like, is there a technology out there that can really help to make sure that it's much more ecological and also sustainable for a steel manufacturing company?
Yes, there could be because right now we already have the ESG certifications because of right now we all know that Europe countries are very particular with your ESG practices and do you comply with the environmental policy. So our family business do have the ESG certified. So that means that we have to adopt some of the environmental protections, measures in our family business. For example, rainwater harvesting is one. Maybe we are also exploring because we have our manufacturing plant, maybe with the solar panel. And also we have electric charging in our car park in our family business office. So there are more to of course the amount of water that we use and things like that definitely has to be cautious about the guide. We follow the guideline. So of course there are more can be done. So we are still doing step by step on it.
So that means right now you are still involved in that aspect of the business lah.
Not really actually because I actually came out to do my own business, which is MOA Digital Media, which is take up a lot of my time and space because I'm also helping companies to grow. So I'm more like taking a part-time role in my family business. Helping more into the operation side. Maybe one day. Maybe one day. If maybe one day, when the stars align, the time is right. I got an invitation, go back to help in this aspect. I'm happy to.
When you mentioned that your mom was sharing with you that your dad was a bit disappointed, right? Has that conversation ever happened before you even take up the course? Like your dad have told you, like, I want you to take this course because I want you to take over this business unit of the company, blah, blah, blah. Has that conversation ever happened?
Asian culture, we don't really chat much with our parents, right? So didn't. I would say didn't. I think partly he also didn't want me to have the pressure. She just want me to enjoy my study life. So we didn't have it until I realized that.
But how do you feel when the first time they told you that they want you to be part of the business still?
I was shocked. To be very honest, but just take it as it is because I already started pursuing businesses my own. So I didn't really have much thought about it. So I'm still following my passion, doing what I love to do. So that was because that time I was young, but it wasn't a heated conversation. Just I'm aware. That's it.
So like to your point of view is right now you still want to build something of your own before you really want to help the family business as a whole.
I believe that, I guess because my family business, they are very they have been around for quite long and they are very professional in the way that they are doing things. Definitely they have some of their standards and protocols that they are doing. So I guess for me is I go out and learn and go and see the world and learn as much as I can. If I can, if they need help, I can always go back to.
But have you ever felt like you need to prove yourself before you actually take on the reins of your parents in the family business?
Actually, no, it's too tiring to do that. That's why I came out, right? I'm somewhat. Why do I be part of this? Join this? Be part of this journey of entrepreneurship. Partly it's because I really like freedom. I guess since young I saw my dad able to have the freedom to come home to have lunch with us, even though it's during working hours.
Yeah.
And also bring us out, things like that. I always like that kind of lifestyle.
Yeah.
Yeah, being able to decide what I want to do and have the freedom to make the decision of what I want. But of course, having that freedom also came with a price.
Yeah.
Yeah, we will have to, some part of us have to be disciplined enough to make sure that the business is running, the team are managed well. Yeah, definitely it's not easy to start something our own, right?
Yeah, of course.
It's, as compared to, there's already a safety net, a great environment for us to work into. So a lot of people also ask me this question, why, I don't join my family business,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So part of me, I love freedom and I enjoy, learning to create something myself and, help people solve problems.
Okay. So you are more adventurous that way. You really want to see what's out there rather than what is comfortable really.
Yes, correct. Correct.
Okay. Now that you've run MOA Digital Media for almost 6 years now? 5 years?
Guess it's 4 years.
4 years. Okay.
2022 till now.
Now,
2020.
okay, 4 years now.
4 years.
Do you think you actually have that freedom that you mentioned? Like your dad managed to come home early, blah, blah, blah. Do you actually feel that way?
Oh, wow.
Honestly speaking,
Yeah, honestly speaking, I mean, it's sexy, right? Glamorous that, I have my own business when you are young, right?
Yeah.
Then along the way, when the business grow, you feel that, wow, there's so many responsibilities.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's so much
When
responsibility.
it change, you start to change from something that you love, passionate about, into something that becomes like a chore, and then you start to think about it.
Yeah. I would say not a chore, but it's more like with greater power comes with greater responsibility, right?
Yeah.
Suddenly your clients you have more clients and you have more accountability, and because the clients are relying on us to build their brand,
Yeah.
right? So, and that's where you get to hire more team to help each other. And then you have to manage your team to, if when the company grow bigger, that means the team is bigger, the portfolio is bigger, you have to handle more things.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes I do also, I think previously when I was starting out, I guess I felt a little bit of burning out.
Okay.
Yeah, because I didn't know how to manage that properly. Along the way, I learned from people. I went for different courses to improve myself, and I learned to be a better person and better leaders, right? And then we start to learn how to create system and delegate.
Yeah.
And slowly, I really want to say that it's really, really important to have the passion in this industry, no matter how hard, right?
Yeah.
It is because the market, it's not just we running the business. We have to also see what's the big environment is going on, right? The macro environment is going up and downs.
Yes.
Really have the passion to drive through it.
Yeah.
Those are very, very important. So I would say right now, my realization is I come to the point that I enjoy what I'm doing because I'm helping, companies to grow and also have this work-life integration. Because you like what you do, right?
Yeah.
You wouldn't like, after 6, okay, bye. I'm gonna off my phone.
Yeah.
Don't call me. Weekend, okay. My client asks me things. I think naturally we are business leader and bosses. We will, still reply, still want to serve our clients.
Yeah. Correct. Yeah. Before we talk more about the technical aspect about running a business and stuff, right? I want to understand more about the journey of MOA.
Yes.
Because from my understanding and from what ChatGPT actually shared with us, MOA actually was Ministry of Adventure. That is where you mentioned about the 6,000 community members that you actually have. Share more about MOA initially before now becoming a digital
Media company.
Yeah.
When I was in my university time, I think it was 2014.
Okay.
And I was like looking for things, to be part of it, like curriculum.
Yeah.
Then I saw in NTU have this adventure club.
Okay.
I was like, wow, that's something I love to go hiking lah, go to the water lah, diving, all this thing. Then I look at it, oh my God, I need to pay money. And then I was a poor student.
Okay.
Even though I have a family business, my dad didn't give us a lot of money. And we have to, earn ourselves. So I was like thinking, oh man, I don't have money to go for all this trip, but I really like it.
Yeah.
So at that moment of time, I was thinking, why not I do something like that myself? I create it myself. So that's where I started this Ministry of Venture platform to start to gather people who like to do this kind of adventurous sports come together. Because often, we want to go for trips, hiking trips. We want to look for buddy, for a group to go, right? I will be the organizer for that. So I started to post on that Facebook. At that point in time, Facebook was in the rise.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's why they give a lot of reach. Huh?
Yeah.
So I will just post on Facebook, post on meetup.com, call my friends. Yeah, so that's how it started. Yeah, so long story short, I created my first event at Kenridge Park, Henderson Wave Walk.
Yeah.
I called my friend, hey, come and join. And I collected $5 from each of
Okay.
them to make sure they commit, right?
Yeah, of course.
And guess what? That day, 50 people show up.
Wow, nice.
Yeah, that means I earned about $250.
Yeah, $250. Yeah,
Yes,
just
I
to bring them
realized,
around and so on.
yeah, you just walk around, right? Yeah. But what actually makes me feel wonderful is that there's this Indian lady, I still remember vividly. She told me, wow, I never walked like 10 kilometers in my life before.
Oh, okay.
Thank you for organizing this.
Wait. So that walk is 10 click?
Yeah, about
Wow.
that, yes. I still remember from the Harbourfront MRT, we walked the Henderson Wave until Kenridge Park, I think.
Are you still doing this?
No
No
more
lah,
lah.
no.
Yeah, later I'll share more why. That point
No,
was
you must do because you see, you must bring Amir. Amir must go and do the 10-kilometer walk.
Yeah, walking is not an issue.
Yes,
Okay,
yes, yes. So that time I was like, wow, it feels good. It feels good,
Yeah.
to have a sense of achievement. I just wanted to do something my own. In the end, while I doing something I enjoy, I also help other people to break through.
And make
Yeah.
money.
Yeah. so that's where like, wow, okay. So I started to organize more.
Okay.
And like here and there, people suggest me to go for, to do diving lah, rock climbing lah, kayaking,
okay.
all these activities. So that's how I expanded.
Okay.
And I
Oh,
started
that's very
to-
interesting. Do all the other activities.
Very fun, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we have that in 4 years, for 4 years, and then we is in the subscription model. Yeah. So they sign up as MOA members to get discount.
Wow, smart.
Yeah, and then we went overseas as well. So long story short, that's how I started MOA, Ministry of Adventure. And then we also got lucky because in 2019, started to have corporates that asked us to organize
Oh.
activities.
Oh,
So that's how I
nice.
started B2B and serious about doing business.
Oh.
Yes. And then of course 2020 COVID hits lah.
Yeah.
So that's why I have to pivot.
Yes.
So that's why at that moment of time I was a bit stressed because we can't do overseas trip, we can't do outdoor activities, we can't gather people together. So I was together with my, that time my business partner. Yeah, his name is Chris. I was like thinking, what should we do? That's where there's a moment of awakening. That's why MOA, right? I was thinking, why not we create content? Because Chris was a freelance videographer for many years.
Okay.
I was like, why not we create short video content? Why not we create promo content, videos to help companies during COVID, right, to promote themselves to the online world.
Yeah.
And then we also started doing live streaming as well. Then very, very lucky in 2021. 2020 was an election year. In 2020, we got our big project to help Jalan Besar GRC ministers to film their testimonial video, interview video.
Okay.
Yeah, so it actually get us good portfolio and we got referrals to help IKEA, Toyota, SMRT for their projects. That's why I'm thinking, this business really can help a lot of people.
Yeah.
So I started on being serious about doing this as a video production and video marketing agency. So that's why MOA Digital Media. Yeah, they came.
Okay. Wow. This is just a curious question.
Yes, please.
When you did for the Jalan Besar MPs, right? Do you get paid or not?
Of course.
Of course, bro.
No, just want to be clear so that next election we know how to.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
For the podcast production.
Yes.
Yes, we got paid. That's where it ties over the crisis
Okay.
for us in that 2 years or during COVID. So we were very, very blessed.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm very grateful for that.
Yeah, because like you mentioned, IKEA, what else?
Toyota. SMRT.
Yeah, so it's big MNCs that actually who have the budget, especially during a pandemic, to actually engage you guys. So I understand what you mean when you say that it helps you tide through.
Yes.
But I want to know at that point of time when you just started and when you just pivot, right, and you are doing more B2B, right? How was that experience like? Because a lot of business owners, when they start out, it's always B2C. They always have something, a product or service, directly to a customer. But how does B2B work? And how do you pivot from B2C to purely B2B?
I think to answer this question, MOA Digital Media itself, is by nature we have to serve the B2B
Yeah.
client. B2B means business to business, right?
Yep.
The corporates, the MNCs, the government agency. I think we're also very lucky. The first project is already B2B. So that's where we follow the model of pitching to the businesses, business owners to do that because they have the budget. Yeah, but B2C wise, I guess you are referring to the maybe like personal coach, PT, right, personal trainers, or even agents. Yeah, as an individual, we do serve that, but because of limited capacity or manpower that we have, we will have certain our package with certain amount of dues. I mean, like of the package is not cheap lah. I would say it's more valuable.
Of course. But,
Yeah.
but my question is, how do you personally pivot from B2C to B2B? Like, what was that experience like? What was that journey like?
Well, they are all humans. to me, it's treat them like human. They are still human. So I don't think there's much difference. Yeah, there's not much difference. Because when I was running Ministry of Adventure, we usually deal with a lot of B2C, like you say.
Correct, yeah.
Some of them are teachers, some of them are professionals, some of them are bosses. Yeah. But today, I realized that they, as long as we have the common values of, respecting each other, being kind to each other, I feel that it's very easy to connect. Yeah. But of course, in a B2B standpoint, definitely it's about how can we add values to their company.
Yeah.
So that's the thing that we will have to, be mindful. Yeah, to think bigger, to see in the broader perspective.
Okay. Of course, during the time when you pivot from MOA to MOA Digital Media, I'm sure you have certain conversations that you have had with your parents, right? How was that conversation like? Like, are they agreeable? Do they like question like, why do you need to pivot? Is there such conversations that you had with them?
A little bit. Yeah. Of course, when I started Ministry of Adventure, they don't really like it.
Okay. Why don't they?
They feel that it's very taxing.
Okay.
Because we bring people to go climb mountain.
Do they feel like, hey, my princess now become like so rugged? Here, do that, do this.
Yes. It's like travel agency kind, and they don't think it's gonna be sustainable. Yeah, they felt that one day I will not have the energy to run it. Yeah. They do try to advise me to rethink again about my path, my career path.
Okay.
Yeah. So that but they didn't they just nagging lah, They didn't really stop me.
Okay.
Yeah, they can't do that also because I have my choice, right? Then when I pivoted, but during the transition period, before I pivoted, I was in my family business. Yeah, because COVID period, I was maybe in between of MOA Digital Media and Ministry of Adventure, I was in my family business as well for 2 years.
Okay.
Yeah, so that point of time, I was part-timing my business, my MOA, but full-time in my family business. Until COVID hit, my part-time business, which is MOA, wasn't able to function and not able to run it. Yeah, so that's where I need to think of something else, which is MOA Digital, that came to make it still running. So when I was doing MOA Digital Media and it grows, I kind of been reaching the point that I can't juggle both business anymore. So I took up the courage to talk to my dad, saying that I choose to, run my own business. Yeah.
How was his face at that point of time?
Okay. To be honest, it wasn't easy.
Okay.
I was scared as well. I scared he felt disappointed and upset. So I told my friend, my dad's best friend in Singapore first.
Okay.
Then asked him to tell my dad.
Okay.
Yeah, first, so that there is, the cushion, right? To let him know emotionally ready. And then his friend actually come and tell me, okay, I told your dad already, you can call him. I was like, that's where I made the call. Yeah. So at least it's not so emotional, right? So I told him I want to run my own thing, and of course he doesn't really understand what is video marketing.
Yes, of course.
Digital marketing. But he will send me his blessing. Yeah, this is something that I'm very, very grateful. I think as a father, I think I can hear that he's more concerned that whether I can survive my own, things like that, rather than, you must be in the family business.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm very grateful. I'm very blessed with his his reaction that time.
Okay. So if let's say your father's best friend never delivered the message, how do you think the entire conversation will turn out?
It took me about 1.5 months to decide how I should tell. I mean, whether to leave my family business. It wasn't an easy choice. Yeah, because part of me, I'm thinking I need to continue on this legacy, family legacy, right?
Yeah.
My parents put a lot of hope on me and things like that. Another part of me, I felt that I don't really enjoy. I want to do something my own. I want to create something my own. Partly also because the family business is very traditional and I didn't have a say in many things because I'm still new.
Yeah.
The board of directors, I need to earn my rights
Yeah.
to convince the board of directors, which I totally understand because we are a listed firm.
Yep.
It's not like, mom and pop kind of company, right?
Yeah.
So long story short, I felt that I still follow my heart. I still want to follow my heart to do what I like to do because I felt very depressed if I continue on, like doing things that I don't really enjoy doing
Yeah.
at that point of time. So I felt, to answer your questions, I will still tell him. I'll still tell him as a daughter. lah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's necessary because if you don't and you hate yourself for doing it, you may actually run the company to the ground, right?
Yeah.
It
I think
could
so.
be a possibility,
I
right?
agree because that period of time, I wasn't enjoying it, and I realized I make more mistakes. Yeah, in the things that I'm doing.
It's like internal resentment built up because like, hey, I feel like I'm being forced to do it. And that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
Correct.
So I guess that was the turning point where you decide, okay, this is it. I'm going to go all in into my digital media and so on. So you've crafted this framework called the STARS framework. I'm very curious.
Yes.
Are you able to share with with us about the STARS framework?
Yes, sure. STARS. S means social media.
Okay.
So this also to help. I mean, we create the the contents, right, to help them to expand to different platforms, like YouTube, IG, TikTok, LinkedIn. Yeah, so that they can maximize their reach, right, to create impact to more people, to reach out more people. Because some people, they are very good at just LinkedIn.
Yes.
Then they don't know what to do with the Facebook lah,
Correct,
IG lah, Meta, TikTok. So we help them, come up, design and craft the contents according to different platform. Yeah, based on what they need. So that's S. T means teaching. So why do people want to follow you? What can you give? People will usually think that way. So if you want people, audience or followers to follow you, to buy from you, you have to give first. So usually, teaching is one of it. Like, what can you teach them as an industry expert? So that, they felt that they get something, some values.
Yeah.
So that's why the teaching content is required. It's one of the important pillars.
Yeah.
Then A is attention grabbing. As we know nowadays, our attention span is very short, right?
Yeah.
So especially in the digital world. So how can we, craft something that can create attention? So for example, it can be starting with a hook, to gather the attention. And or rather discuss a topic that people are interested, or rather the format of the style and the scenes are different. Yeah, could be in a car, in a swimming pool, things like that, to get people to pay attention to your content. Yeah, so that's A. And R is relate to star.
Okay.
So how do you design? How do we usually design the contents based on is there anyone that is influencer or celebrity level in your circle? And then we will like this, like podcast like that, right? We also can invite them to come and share something in the same screen. And if this will be recorded and put in your social media so that we can leverage on their stardom, the network to your profile. Yeah. So that's R. And S is speaking.
Okay.
Yeah. So nowadays, as you can see, a lot more speakers that coming out, even podcast speakers as well, right?
Yeah.
So this actually help you to build authority building, build credibility. Yeah. So that's where people know you, like you, respect you. Ultimately, they buy from you. So that's how we craft to the CEO, founders, and speakers and business leaders for the content.
Thank you for sharing.
Yes. And like this STARS framework, right, that you come up with, right? Is it like when you just started out MOA Digital Media, or is this something that you learn along the way and you come up with this framework by yourself after observing so many things and after testing out so many frameworks with your clients?
Yes, definitely. It was evolutions from how we started, because when we started with serving the ministers and other corporate clients, things like that, we also tested a few formula. Yeah, and this is something that we actually keep trying and tested, and we realized that this STARS framework is something that can apply, in universal law, so that it creates meaningful contents and get them to be seen and remembered.
Okay. I think this is a good segue to our second part, because I think there's more that I want to ask you about, especially this framework that you have and how it has worked for your clients.
Yeah, I believe we have plenty more to uncover, especially when it comes to the DOA, digital media. Sorry, MOA, digital media. Yeah, sorry about that. Okay, with that being said, see you guys in part 2. Bye-bye.